everyone. I myself and Professor Amit Maru sir, we welcome you in GMGC Alumni Connect show. Today we have our alumni guest. He is Mr. Dhaivat Ganatra.
Myself, Dhaivat Ganatra, and I am from 2016 batch from Computer Engineering, and I am currently pursuing my Master in Science and Commerce, that is a dual degree in Information Systems and Technology in Curtin University, Australia.
Now let us start with very basic question that as you participated in one of the very best program of the GTU, that is IEP program, and now currently you are doing your post graduation at Australia. So very basic question is that how your academics are helpful in your career.
Yes, that's a really interesting question. First, in sixth semester of my bachelor's, I participated the program which offered by the GTU is the International Exchange Program. It's called IEP program, and I went to Canada in sixth semester. So, and as we talked about the academic excellence, we are very pleased to say that academic always plays a very important role in anywhere, because the eligibility criteria when you start and applying for the university, there is some kind of just entry criteria are there. So we need to maintain as at least 65 to 70% to get doors open by the every universities, so we can get that kind of exposure to at least have a enter, and then we have to show the skills. So academic excellence are always important, all perspective of getting an admission in anywhere.
So as you said, you already participated in IEP, that is the International Experience Program.
Yeah.
So can you say something about what is the importance of IEP?
Sure. The program is majorly designed about for the GTU students who can get international exposure to. GTU are collaborating with so many of universities from US, Canada, and Germany. They are also recently have a collab with the UK's one reputed college. So their main purpose is to get the involved and get the know about the international exposure, that in how the methodologies are they are following, what is the work culture over there. So if you are planning to study post graduation in overseas, then that can be a net practice for you if you are participating in this program. And this program is also partially sponsored. So %, of whole program fee is sponsored by the GTU, and %, of the whole fees are sponsored by yourself. So there is a beautifully designed program by the GTU, and it is India's most renewed and largest international mobility program. So yeah, it's a very useful program for students who are studying and planning to study overseas.
So during 7th semester, you were there for 2 to 3 months in Lawrence University, right? So can you share any experience with this university?
Yeah, sure. I went in Laurentian University, Ontario, Canada for 2 to 3 months. In the 2 to 3 months, the curriculum is like that. We have to study 2 subjects of semester 7th. One subject is for semester 7th and one subject for semester 8. So we have to study over then, and the syllabus is designed by the Canadian faculties or the Canadian format. So we have just GTU's subject name, and we the Canadian faculty teach us to both of the subjects with the practical assignments and all. So there is exactly the international level that we get to know things about how to study, how to complete the assignment, how to complete the task. Eventually we have to complete our regular routine task also, because they provide at the hostel. So we have to learn about syncing about our professional life and your personal life. So it is a very big exercise for the future, that how we gonna just settle down our things, like how we have to things in place of our education, we have to do our place of our personal activities, so we how to manage our things. So that is the biggest learning of our life.
That is very nice of you, Dhaivat, sharing your experience of IEP with our junior students, and it will be very helpful to them. According to you, I mean, a student must participate, if possible, in all different types of IEP programs. Currently, you are doing your post-graduation in one of the very best university of Australia. So, what is the procedure to get admission, or how to select the country, or how to select the course? which type of proficiency test we have to appear. I mean, all these things are very important to know, and when to start planning for post-graduation during your graduation study. So that is very important. Can you suggest your planning about your post-graduation?
Sure. According to me, this question is most and frequently asked question from the student also, that how to plan our studies if we want to study overseas. So according to me, what I experienced further, that if you want to study overseas, just start with your fifth semester. So for the study of internationally, you have to just, first step is, there is a certain algorithm, there are certain steps are there. So first step is just know your interest, because just research by yourself, just go to the internet, ask to the elders, ask to the professors, that what is the current trend right now is going on, like what are the current domains are there, what is your interest, the main interest, what you want to do as a master's if you are going for a post graduation. So what you want to do in further, just decide firmly that I want to do studies in overseas and I want to study in this particular area. If suppose I am from computer engineering, that I personally don't like that much of I don't want to code myself in 50 years coding and coding and coding. I don't want to that. I, as a Gujarati, obviously we have connections with the business also, but I learned computer engineering, so I just want that career that involves business plus IT. So that is my example. So everybody needs to firstly find that what you want to do, first step, and the second step is to finding out the universities. So how you find the universities? By the career counseling. So you have to go, there are so many reputed government agencies are there who are providing free of counseling. You can Google it out, that what kind of that agencies are, and they are providing the accurate information. Then you have to see your situation and your goal. If you want to settle down in that country, if your goal is I want to get a PR, then obviously you are not going to choose US. If your goal is I want to just get a scholarship, I want a quality of education, then the Australia, Canada and UK is for you. If you are financially conditioned, if you are financially strong, that what countries is for me. So you have to make a list, and you have to categorize your dream to your university. So you have to do research by your own. Don't go with anybody initially. You have to just research by your own, and then you have to select university and follow the other procedures. So first decide and see the dream, that research about everything, like by selecting the universities to selecting your domain. So that is my advice.
Okay.
Okay, when we think about studying foreign university, at that time definitely we have to think about our financial condition, right?
Yeah.
And we have to plan in advance, right? So how we can plan, how we can manage it?
Yeah, there is a one absolute myth that if you want to study overseas, then you need a money. Like your parents should be wealthy enough. That is not the scenario. If you have a clear idea about the current market situation, there are so many of opportunities are there. For an example, in Australia, the minimum part-time wages are $20 per hour. So monthly it should be $1,600. So your monthly expenses are $600. So you are saving $600 per month, except your personal expenditures. So you are saving $600. Then after the semester gap, they allow you the full-time, part-time work and full-time work permit. So you can pay off your semester fees also. And there are some nationalized bank also who are giving you in this very small amount of interest rate, the education loans are there. SBI and so many of other nationalized bank are providing that kind of loans. So you are design yourself, and you can design your dream by your own. You don't need your parents' money, and that is not a money issue. If you have a plenty of information, then obviously you can study by your own in overseas.
Okay, one more question regarding this topic. Is there any examination by giving that exam we can have some scholarship or something like this?
Yeah, actually in the admission criteria, the scholarship options are basically evaluated by the three phases. First is your educational qualification. So as you told me that academic excellence is worth there.
Okay.
So if you have a distinction or 70% or above, then it should be considered as a good criteria. The second one is language criteria. That in the language criteria, most of the country accepts the IELTS. And if you are study for the US, then TOEFL is for you. But for IELTS, generally, if you have a 7 or plus band, then you are eligible for the scholarship.
Okay.
So that can be a area. So if you are if you have a 7% or above CGPA, or if you have a IS band above 7, you can get a scholarship easily.
So we must prepare for any examination in advance, right?
Yeah.
Normally, from which semester we need to start this kind of preparation?
Depends on the students. Like if he or she is from a Gujarati medium, like he or she is not familiar with the just English background and speaking of English, then it should be from third semester, because we need so much of preparation, because IELTS is not that kind of easy exam, because Cambridge University needs each and every concept clear with it. So according to me, if you are planning that after the graduation I will join the university, then minimum you have to start with the third semester of starting the preparation for IELTS. So it's
Okay, so we discussed about different universities and how we can get admission in different universities, and Dhaivat has given a very good idea about it. So now my question is, please share GMIT memories with all the students.
the first of all, there are lots of memories. To pick up any one is very difficult task. So like when we are generally people are going in the engineering institute, they have all the dreams that their college is arranged from cultural to the technical, and we have so many of industrial visits are there, which is a very interesting, and we have a cultural program of Kala Manjari, and also I manage the Tech Fest also. So the most memorable memory for me is that's the when I arranged first national level Tech Fest of Tech Manjari. I know it, and so that was the very great phase of my life when I managed the whole. I learned to manage the skills, how to manage that kind of level of. I learned a lot, and that was the best moment for my life.
Okay, so before we conclude our talk, I would like to request to Dhaivat that can you pass some message to your junior students or certain tips for your junior students?
Yeah. So for the students of my junior fellows, I just want to say that just start dream. Like if you can dream, if you can research well, brainstorm well. If you saw the dreams definitely came true. If you have knowledge enough, if you have enough practice, if you have enough professors to guide you, you can definitely achieve your dreams. So don't stop to dream because of just money and other resources. You can, because there are so many of people out there who can ready to help you. There are so many professors over here to help you. So just make your plan, make your future plan, and just work on it. All your dreams came true. All the best. Thank you.
So once again, Dhaivat, thank you very much for joining with us and sparing your time. And the message you passed to your junior fellows, that will be very much helpful to them, and the information you have given regarding your post-graduation study and IEP program, that I'm sure that will be definitely very much helpful to all the students. So on behalf of Gyan Manjari group of colleges, I myself and Professor Amit Maru sir both are very much thankful to you, and we wish all the best for your all future endeavors. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Dhaivat.
Thank you.